Hey guys, how's it going? So it's been like a million years since I've uploaded a video and I've got no excuse. None. But here's the video. Unboxing. Let's do this. Woo! Okay, let's take a look at this thing. Gosh, hope I did not puncture a yo-yo there. I'm actually not even sure what's inside here because the inside of it didn't really say which company it was from. And alright, we have an exorbitant amount of bubble wrap, and inside we have a singular solitary yo-yo. Oh, I know what this is. Boom! This is the one, the Vapormotion. I'm not really sure where that name came from, but this is the collab between Magic Yo-Yo and C3. So this is another finger spin beast, and I'm really curious to check this thing out. Mainly because, I don't know, you guys tend to really like finger spin stuff. But okay. So that's the inner kind of body of the yo-yo there. And if I take that out, we have that white string, and this is actually really interesting. I'm not sure, when I was looking at this, I wasn't sure if that was plastic or that was metal. Looking at it now, I believe that's plastic. So it's like a mainly metal yo-yo with like a plastic inner kind of lining. Very reminiscent of the old Yo-Yo Jam days. So this thing looks really, really bling. I'm not sure of the material surrounding it. It's probably some sort of aluminium. And this yo-yo is actually really similar to the, hold on, let me get it, C3 finger spin. So of course, like, they're both designed by C3 and they probably use similar looking technologies. So that's probably how this thing's designed. But yeah, I think the C3 here would kind of be hollow. How most of the kind of like the checkpoint pivot stuff is made, so like the Sherpa and that kind of yo-yo factory stuff. But yeah, super interested to try this thing out. So you guys want to see it in action? Let's go. So first things first, not really striking me as a super nimble yo-yo, not striking me as a heavy yo-yo. This yo-yo's kind of in the mid-level weight range. Oh, I take that back actually. It's quite light. It's to the point where it's floaty, I guess. But I feel as if the rim weight on it kind of makes it a bit of a heavy mover. So it's not a yo-yo that kind of plays fast. It's a yo-yo that generally just, I have a feeling that it's probably absolutely pretty light, so, oh god, I don't know, 60, 65, 64 maybe? I mean, yeah. But 64 grams, not really sure though. But, okay. That's kind of all second to what you guys are interested in. So how does a finger spin? Yeah, just like that. Finger spins like a beast. So you can do all these kind of, whoops, finger spin tricks with it. Everyone should know now that this existing technology, if it has that in it, it finger spins well. We are long gone the era of like flat hubs. Nowadays, when a yo-yo is designed to finger spin, it can really, really finger spin. That being said, let's go try and do a little trick with this. My go-to is the Takeshi thing. What else is interesting about this yo-yo? It's technically, it's got some plastic to it, so it's not an entirely metal yo-yo. The design construction is probably pretty interesting, but yeah, unless I cut this thing up, I'm not sure how it's really designed, so yeah. It's also a very iconic looking yo-yo. Not by iconic, but like very visible. Like as I'm playing with this thing, you guys are seeing like a really big, bright, orange, gold, metallic little sheen to it, so yeah. As I'm playing with this thing, the main thing I'm kind of realizing is that it lacks a bit of stability. As I'm throwing it around, I feel as if the yo-yo is very easily manipulated and very easily tilted. So that's kind of like a skiver. If you guys have have tried that. So kind of a mix of a magic yo-yo. So a yo-yo I would compare this to almost is the metal Skyver, except it's the opposite way around. Instead of having plastic caps and a metal body, this thing's got a metal body and plastic body and metal caps. It's basically the inverse of the metal Skyver, and instead of Jeffrey Pang doing this, it's C3. So it's like different design, different companies, but similar results. You get a plastic feeling metal yo-yo. My main insight to this thing is that it feels light but doesn't play light. It's got a lot of rim weight to it, which surprisingly should aid in spin time, but yeah. If I was to give this thing a verdict, it'd be solid at finger spins, but it lacks just that stability, just that, like, I don't know, 5 or 10% of stability and spin time. Let's see if I really crank up the pace on this thing. Yeah, maybe it's just my hands are sweaty, but I'm having trouble hitting stuff consistently on this. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the Vapormotion. In terms of finger spin capabilities, it's definitely like one of the better yo-yos out there, but I feel as if the finger spin trend, every single yo-yo that's designed for finger spins can, I don't know, like they can finger spin already. So like you guys all know that if it has that in a cup there, it's really easy to finger spin. Yeah, so, whoa. One thing that I'll note about this kind of finger spin design is that when it locks in like that, it doesn't make it kind of easy to jump from finger to finger. So, and this isn't just a critique purely of the Vapormotion. This is basically all yo-yos that have that kind of like lock-in finger spin design, but when it locks in like that, it's great for just absolute finger spin time, but if you want to actively do finger spin tricks, and I don't particularly know very many, but if you hop from finger to finger, it makes it a little bit difficult because it doesn't quite lock into it, then it lands into a different spot, and then you can't quite get it in that spot again, and it starts to tilt, and then the whole thing starts to fall apart. So for absolute finger spin time, and if you don't have a lot of yo-yoing skill, these things are great. But yeah, in general, yeah, great at finger spins, but if you want to do some advanced high-level finger spin tricks, can be a bit annoying. But oh yeah, that's that. Personally, I'm a fan of this thing, but yeah, and especially for a yo-yo that has a part plastic design, I didn't mention it first, but this thing's dead smooth. Like for a plastic, super smooth. So yeah, if you guys are interested in a middle end kind of finger spin yo-yo, and you really enjoyed the metal Skyver, this thing is probably your next best bet. It's the kind of inversion of the metal Skyver. So yeah, any comments, questions, and criticisms, post them down below, and I will see you guys next time.